Realtors tend to lose their heads when it comes to these clients. Clients with high earnings, crypto investments, liquid assets, and high tax deductions. These clients don't have traditional income because they aren't employees. So no W-2s, no pay stubs, and unqualifying tax returns. This can be extremely daunting to you as a realtor because on one hand, you don't want to say no to the client, and on the other hand, you don't really know how to tackle these types of clients. It can be extremely frustrating. So in this video, I'm going to explain who these clients are and how together we can help service them. But before we continue, hi everyone, my name is Silvio, and I'm a mortgage consultant with Elite Lending. We service thousands of clients here every single year, and we try our best to get our clients into their dream home or the perfect investment. So if this is the type of content that you like, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So now let's get into the main question that's probably on your mind right now. How do we classify these types of clients? These types of clients are known as non-QM clients. Non-QM stands for a non-qualified mortgage. So this is a program that we normally use for clients that don't have traditional income, meaning that they're not employees. So they don't have a W-2, they don't have pay stubs, and normally they have unqualifying tax returns. So to better explain these types of clients, let's take a look at 3 scenarios that you're most likely going to face. So let's get into our first scenario. We'll call him Dylan. Dylan is a crypto investor. And if you're familiar with the space, then you know that crypto is not considered traditional income. Now, Dylan is a pretty smart guy, but neither him nor his realtor really understand what can be done in order to get him into his dream home. Dylan, unfortunately, doesn't have a W-2. He doesn't have pay stubs, and his tax returns don't match the earnings that he has made. But little do they know, you can buy your dream home even if most of your net worth is in crypto. You don't need traditional income in order to get this done. So here's what we did. We used a crypto to USD asset depletion non-QM loan, which is a mouthful, but it's a lot easier to understand. So let me break it down. Dylan was able to transfer a portion of his coins to a verified exchange. Then he was able to use 60 to 90 days of his crypto history. And then using his assets, we were able to calculate his qualifying income. With this qualifying income, Dylan didn't have to settle for a $400,000 home. He was able to close on a $740,000 home using his own investments. And most importantly, he didn't have to sell everything he had or take a huge tax hit. Now let's take a look at scenario number 2. And this client's name is Jasmine. And Jasmine is a YouTuber with huge revenue swings. These days, you'll find a YouTuber, a streamer, or an influencer around every corner. And yes, even they can qualify for a home. Jasmine has 300,000 followers, so she must be doing something right. Now, Jasmine makes income in 3 different ways. She has Google AdSense, she has brand deals, and she has affiliate links. Jasmine sometimes generates more than $20,000 a month, but other months she generates $8,000 to $10,000. So the problem Jasmine faces is that she has these huge swings in income, and those huge swings can only mean one thing: inconsistency. So Jasmine makes a lot of money, but banks don't want to hear inconsistent income. Banks want consistency because that consistency ensures them that you will be able to make your payment every single month. But that doesn't mean that Jasmine doesn't have a solution. So here's what we can do for Jasmine. We can use a 12-month P&L plus a bank statement non-QM loan. For those of you that don't know, a P&L stands for a profit and loss statement. This simply means that we are going to get all of the earnings and we are going to subtract all of the losses, and that's going to give us the net income. Now that we have her net income, we use her last 12 months of bank statements in order to show consistency throughout her account. And that is able to allow us to approve her without needing tax returns. With that approval, Jasmine was able to close on a $615,000 townhome. The best part was that we were able to use her actual income as a creator. So even if you're a YouTuber, a streamer, or even an influencer, you can still qualify for your dream home using your income as a creator. Now for our last scenario, let's talk about Marcus. Marcus owns a Shopify e-commerce store. Now this Shopify store makes high levels of income, but on the other hand, has high levels of tax deductions. Now Marcus has gross revenue of $480,000, but after expenses, his tax return only shows $54,000 in net income. Now let's be honest, with $54,000 in net income, it's pretty difficult to qualify for a house. But we have an opportunity. Online store business owners can qualify for a mortgage even with high deductions. We do this by using a bank statement non-QM loan. This means that we were able to use his account deposits instead of the net income on his taxes. We used his last 12 months of business deposits and deducted an industry standard expense factor. With this qualification, Marcus was able to purchase his $710,000 home without needing to inflate his income or amend his taxes. He kept his deductions and was still able to buy a home. So if you're an online store owner and the bank denied you, chances are you can still qualify for a home. Hopefully, these examples were able to give you a better idea of how to handle these non-QM clients. But wait, there's one more part. It is essential to have a great partner to help you get you to the finish line. Just because you have a better understanding now of what these clients look like and how their situation may affect you, it doesn't mean that every single lender can help you get this done. Here at Elite Lending, we specialize in non-QM loans. We work with thousands of clients every single year in order to help them achieve what most people think is the unachievable. So if you like this video, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video with a friend that may be in these exact scenarios. You may make the difference between them not being able to qualify for a home and them being able to achieve purchasing their dream home. So with that, my name is Silvio with Elite Lending. See you on the next one.